Now, being originally from India, this story really hit home for me. The Times of India ran a sad story, sudden adult death syndrome story, a couple of weeks ago with the headline, 10 die of heart attack at Garba event in Gujarat, youngest was 17. You see, the Gujarat province of India, with a population of a mere 62.7 million folks, enjoys an annual holiday called Garba, featuring colorful costumes and carefree dancing. Come on, it's India. It's quite popular and allows Indians to let their hair down, impersonate their favorite Bollywood stars' dance moves, and generally just have a good time and temporarily forget the rigors of everyday life in India. Now, that was up until this year, when the joy and celebrations were punctured by an invisible and ominous threat. According to the Times, over 500 ambulances were called in the first 24 hours during Garba this year. That's right, 500. At one point, the sheer volume of emergency calls led the government to issue an emergency alert asking organizers to take all necessary measures to be prepared for, you got it, that's right, cardiac incidents. For some odd reason, they wanted defibrillators and people trained in CPR on hand for a dance festival, which would make total sense if the participants were like 80 and obese, but for an audience of primarily younger folks, sounds like a first to me. In just the first 24 hours of this year's festival, at least 10 heart attack deaths were reported during Garba events, with the youngest victim being only 17 years old. Sadly, most of the participants didn't even get to finish, as their incidences happened mid-dance. Another 13-year-old, not counted in those numbers, died shortly after getting home from a Garba party, which leads me to wondering what gives. But apparently, I'm the only one, as the experts questioned didn't know. Seems like one of those really profound mysteries, like how they got the caramel in the caramel bar. Best the experts could come up with is that, the exertions of dancing. Let's face it, dancing can take a lot out of you. I guess dancing moves now must be much more life-threatening than those of just decades past. Back then, teenagers busting a move didn't get heart attacks and didn't need to opt for defibrillators. Instead, they opted for sodas. And the only training parents and chaperones took was knowing how to help boys and girls keep their hands to themselves instead of all over each other, which these days has been replaced with CPR training at dance parties. Really odd. On the plus side, however, at least Indians, both young and old alike, don't have to worry about COVID, given the fact they're dancing together in close proximity with no masks on, given that over 2 billion vaccine doses, mostly AstraZeneca, of the safe and effective vaccines were delivered and shot into Indian arms as of September 1st, 2022, which certainly made Big Pharma bust a move. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. You can also follow me on my Rumble and my Locals account. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And you can also follow me on my Twitter at Camera612, and I will see you next time.